Yo. Come on in. Let's talk some football right quick. Let's talk some football right quick. It's too damn hot outside, so we had to come in for a while. Let's talk
Man.
some football right quick.
Whew, boy, it's hot out there for real. Boy, it got up to
Hot.
101. 101 for me is what I saw on my
Heat index was like 105 today.
yeah, I saw that, man. 101 feeling like 105. So I guess it's perfect time to talk football. It's getting closer. Just think about it, man. We're getting closer to training camp. I don't know, man.
Right around the corner.
I want to make sure you get your sunscreen. Who knows what it's gonna be looking like by August?
And I sure don't need to be turning pitch black.
In the pitch black. How y'all feeling?
Yeah, so what hide?
In and
So
talk.
I hide behind somebody.
I can already see it. Trying to stand behind and try
Yep.
to get some shade. Smitty
Facts.
trying to hide from folk.
I can hide anywhere as small as I am. I can hide in the bushes.
Not in the bushes. Heck yeah, but man, yeah, y'all. Hey man, first of all, man, shout out to USA for taking care of business last night too, man. Taking care of
Yeah,
business.
man.
Last night. Hey man, it was a good game, man. Actually, man, whether you into soccer or not, I think it still was pretty entertaining, and it had some moments where it was crazy. That red card was crazy, but either way it
Yeah.
goes, man, we still was able to take care of business. Now Belgium is going to be tough though, but hey, man, it's all USA, man. Shout out to them.
It's the first time they done made it to the knockout round in 32 years.
Hey, man, and we're here to see it. Also, man, real quick too, man. Deepest condolences to the Calais Campbell and his family. Just terrible news about we're hearing about his mother, and just,
Yeah.
I mean, just don't even have to go into details. Just prayers and thoughts to Calais Campbell. Prayers and thoughts to Chris Johnson, man. CJ2K as well.
Yeah, that was
So much
crazy.
going on, man. So much just been going on, and it's things that are more important than just regular football. So I just wanted to acknowledge those guys, and prayers up to CJ, man. Just think about it, man. Just diseases and whatever, just they don't care, man. You see, he was a world class athlete, and what I'm saying, and he's fighting a battle right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
But yeah, man. And see, this is why me and Chris always say, that's why he always say find your peace. And that's why I always say keep God first. Both of those go hand in hand. When you find your peace and you keep God first, life will turn out better most of the time. Now, don't get me wrong. Devil's still out there. Can't knock that. That's why
Mhm.
you got to, keep God first, man. Because one thing about it, no matter what's going on, God is always in control. Trust me when I tell you that.
That is very true, my good friend. But today we are bringing you guys in here because we're starting tramp training camp battles. It is
No,
the
we ain't starting no tramps. No, we not doing that.
no tramps, man, no tramps. Please hold the tramps, hold the tramps,
Yeah, yeah.
hold the tramps and the traps. But yeah, man, y'all here, man, because we're talking about training camp battles. We said we was going to start it up, and we're roughly, it's in less than, it's in a month away from training camp now. So a perfect time to start up. And we wanted to start with the wide receivers. We felt like, I was talking to Smitty, and I was like, well, the quarterback and the running back situation is kind of easy. Let's jump right to the wide receivers, and we're going to work through every position, going into the battles almost like a depth chart. So y'all just look out for it. We're going to have shows. We have multiple positions to talk about. But yeah, man, exciting position, wide receiver, and also it just ties right into guys who are still free agents. And I want to know, chat, do you feel like the Falcons are set? Do you feel like they have all their birds in a row, or would they, could they, should they make another play for a wide receiver? Well, regardless
Mm.
of what we think, because there are rumors already out there and they're starting to swirl about the Falcons need to pick up the phone and call for another wide receiver, one of these veterans
Yep.
that are still out there. And it's so many veterans still out there too, Smitty.
Yep. A lot of them.
So many.
But y'all think I'm bad with, just throwing players on teams. NFL trade rumors. NFL trade rumors out there, man. They thinking Deebo Samuel has 5 spots that he can go to. Uh, that they think that makes sense. Miss Pam, what's good?
Hey, how
Miss
you
Drill,
feeling?
what's good?
Drill.
Tonio, what's good, my guy?
What's going on there?
Solomon, what's good, man? He said, I think we need to add another receiver. Deebo Samuel is someone I would like to see. And he picked us off. I think he done read it already. But these are the 5 teams that they think that Deebo Samuel he fits. And one of them I actually like outside of Atlanta. So
Mhm,
one of them is the Raiders, and this is the one I love because you have a young
mhm.
quarterback in Mendoza. He's going to need the weapons. Brock Bowers, Ashton Jenny are your 2 weapons there already. They signed Tyler Linderbaum. A triple threat like a Deebo Samuel fits perfect with the Raiders.
Yeah,
Other
I
team,
mean,
Chicago Bears, like this one too. Go ahead, you got it.
well, I know they got Swift and they got Mulligan, not Mulligan. It's definitely not Mulligan. I think it's Mongrel.
I know you talking about
Yeah, but
Mungus or something like that.
but but um but yeah, man, they got both of those guys, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be featuring those guys. I mean, I guess you could need another wide receiver. That would be interesting, man. That'd be interesting, old bars.
But they drafted Xavier Thomas, the speedster out of LSU. That's why I would say no to Chicago. I think Xavier Thomas he gonna be a sleeper, man. And the funny thing is they had him listed in 6th and 7th round, and I think he got drafted in like the 3rd round. Yeah, 3rd round. There it is right there. So I don't see that. And here are
Okay.
your Atlanta Falcons.
Old ATL, of
So
course.
Solomon, um, so DA, what boom? What's up, my guy?
What's happening?
Let's
What's going on,
see.
everybody? Tony Wright.
Okay, it says I'm concerned, and this is what they say. I'm concerned what the Falcons have at receiver. Drake London just got paid. He's a proven wide receiver one in the NFL. Overcome poor quarterback play over the course of his career to be a number one and more productive and physically imposing receivers in the league. And yes, you got to remember he's a former basketball star, so he knows how to use that to the best of his ability, especially in the red zone and how to block defenders off. And he got that long reach. But it's aside from London, it's bleak, and that's true to a certain extent. Falcons add Jahan Dotson, Olamide Zacchaeus, drafted Zachariah Branch, and they say they like Branch as a prospect. Zacchaeus
Hmm.
is a good utility player. Dotson
Hmm.
hasn't produced since his rookie year, and this
Oh,
isn't the strongest supporting cast in after London. But it said not only would Samuel provide a major upgrade at Atlanta's wide receiver 2 position, he'd be a great fit with the Falcons quarterback Tua Tagovailoa if he ends up winning the starting job. Seems like Michael Penix is ahead of schedule on rehab, so it's not a lock. It was once thought to be, but most likely outcome Tagovailoa opens the season as Atlanta's starting quarterback, which I've said 1,000 times. Samuel owns the middle of the field, works wonders with the catch, an ideal match for the quick game stuff Tagovailoa likes to run. And I've told y'all, 3 to 5 step drops, get it out. That's what you're gonna see. You saw it at Alabama. But you read this little article. What you think?
well, I mean, honestly, Debo Samuel would. I believe Debo Samuel would fit. He could fit. You think about it. Stefanski and his offense relies heavily on heavy personnel, dominant run blocking. And a strong physical pass catcher like a Debo Samuel. He could manipulate the middle of the field, similar to how you've seen him utilize targets in Cleveland. Now, the only thing about it, I know we kind of want Kyle Pitts to kind of control that middle too, but Debo, he can do the same thing as well. He's physical, like I said, has an aggressive play style, I think too. You talked about the 3 to 5 step drops. Well, you think about Tommy Reed's system all the way, and he likes to get the ball in his playmakers' hands pretty quickly, and let them get them in space and let them do things. And that is something else that Debo Samuel can do. Now, yes, we have Brian Robinson Jr. and of course Bijan, but the golden child is Bijan, and that's the one who you want to protect the most. Well, I mean, if you have Deebo Samuel, he can help in the run game and in the passing game because he has over 20 touchdowns in receiving and over 20 touchdowns rushing too, and a heavy yards after the catch guy. So the low risk angle would be, bringing him in hopefully on a team friendly deal and letting the new coaching staff, bring him in as a reliable battle tested weapon that can help, since some of these young guys. The only problem with that is, though, Smitty, is you don't know what that asking price, what he's asking for. What is he particularly holding out for, even on a 1 year deal, which I'm pretty sure that's all it would be. But what would he necessarily want? And do the Falcons view their wide receiving room right now as okay? They would rather see the position battles and see the guys compete and possibly not get the progression stopped. You know what I'm saying? You bring in a guy like Deebo Samuel, you're talking about other guys, definitely like losing opportunities. You may not see everything that you want to see from Jahan Dotson. You may not get the full pop from a rookie season from Zachariah Branch. So it's just, there's things that they will have to weigh out, I think, between Matt Ryan, Ian Cunningham, and Kevin Stefanski. Like, would this be the right move? Should you go ahead and invest? And how do you feel? How comfortable do you feel with your wide receiver room the closer we get to the regular season? Smitty, what happened, man? Oh, man. Man, Smitty got some stuff going on with his computer. Got to get Smitty a new computer, y'all. Drop them super chats so we can get Smitty a new computer, y'all. Oh, man. I'm gonna tell you something about while we waiting on them though. If the asking price is too much, and I know that this guy is an older guy, but I'm telling you, like, I'm just thinking about from the perspective of bringing in a guy who can help the young guys as well. And he's a known route tree runner. I know I call him Mr. Route Tree a lot. So Smitty, you back?
Yeah, man. StreamYard today, man.
Man. They just be doing
Man,
too much. But I know
doing too much.
I just really had finished up with talking about Debo and how I felt about him. And like I said, I think he would be a fit. But again, what's that asking price? And do you feel like the Falcons are comfortable with the wide receiver room, how it is going into the season? It's really going to be that comfort level right there for me. Is Ian
Right.
Cunningham and Matt Bryant and Kevin Stefanski, when they put their heads together, that they say, hey, the wide receiver room is good enough. These guys are going to compete. We're going to get a lot of production out of this guy, that guy, and we're going to see what different guys have. Or when we get like halfway through training camp, will it be a signing like somebody like a Deebo Samuel? And I was about to tell him about another guy that I was looking at. I feel like honestly, a highly complimentary fit would be Keenan Allen, because Keenan
Yeah.
Allen is a guy that
Yeah.
he can come in. Now I know he's like 34, 35, and I get that. But just around in that age and then his production, it wouldn't really take away from guys. Honestly, you're talking about a guy, like I said, Mr. Route Tree is what I used to, well, a lot of times what I've called him for a lot of years. He can run some of the best routes and get some of the best separation. We're talking about a guy that is 34 years of age, but last year was still able to get 3.1 yards of separation when the NFL average is 2.9. So he relies on his timing and his elite body control to break away from coverage. He's always done that, always been able to get the cushion. As far as like passer rating when targeted, 91, it was the rating. And PFF, he was still like a 77 regardless, and ranked 23rd out of 81 qualified wide receivers. And we're talking about a 34-year-old wide receiver. So again, it's all about skill. Because remember, Smitty, you can attest to this. Jerry Rice, he played. I mean, I'm not
Oh
comparing
yeah.
the two guys. I'm just talking about the longevity.
You
And
talking
if you
about
take care of
longevity?
your body,
Yeah.
yeah, you take care of your
Yeah.
body. I'm just saying. 231 yards averaging yards after a catch. I'm talking about 2025, guys. I ain't even talking about overall. 118 targets, caught 81 of those, 34 catches on third down. Something that we definitely need. There were 34 catches on third down, being a reliable weapon on third down. Even if you use him for second and third down, that can be another weapon out there that can help. Tua Tagovailoa. That could help Michael Penix and be more so like a safety blanket, and also open up space for other guys like your Kyle Pitts and your Drake London, who I really assume is going to be number
Right.
1 and 2 on targets this year. It would make total sense.
Facts. But yeah, I like those picks. Right quick before I give y'all my quick. I'm gonna put a sleeper in there that a lot of y'all might not think about. But Boom said, thank you for the donation, Boom. He said we'll get our generation talent in the draft next season. In 2011, the Falcons moved up 21 spots to get Julio, and they would do the same thing to get Jeremiah Smith in the 2027 draft. Ooh,
that's a bad
boy. I would love to see that. And the crazy thing about it, I would love it, but I'm gonna take a different route. I think they go offensive line. The only reason why I say it, Jake Matthews is almost out the door, and that's really depending on what he want to do. That right tackle position is not solidified. Then you look at the guard position where they pay Matthew Bergeron. You look at the center position, they can get another center later in the draft. But if they go wide receiver, I would be kind of shocked, but I wouldn't be shocked because you got Kyle, you got Drake, and you add a Jeremiah Smith, boy, you cooking with fish grease. Then a Zachariah Branch.
Oh, I'm mercy.
Woo. And then if that does happen, Boom, they definitely going to get a veteran quarterback. They're not putting no Ricky with all that talent. Hey, so you just keep solidifying my point. But only one name that I want to add on to that list is and y'all might not like this because I know y'all hate the Saints. But Brandon Cooks, he's been around for God knows how long. And he hadn't had a solid season since 2023 with the Cowboys. But we talk about a wide receiver that has 6 seasons over 1,000 yards. Right now, he has 734 catches, 9,811 yards, 60 touchdowns. Very solid receiver. Fast, vertical guy, run after the catch.
Cooks. I mean,
who better for Zachariah Branch to learn from? Same size, speed.
Yeah. I mean, you're making sense, with the Brandon Cooks, a guy that's been around the block. He was a former former Patriot. Played for the Rams. So he's a guy, Cowboys. So it's just like he's bounced around, but everywhere he's gone, he's been productive as long as he's healthy. So he's a veteran guy too. I still like Keenan Allen a little bit more just because I feel like you can get a little bit more out of him, bigger target too, kind of fits where we're going with our offense. Another big target. But I mean, it's not a bad play. Again, it's not a bad play. He's faster than Keenan Allen. I can definitely say that, and we need some speed.
Oh, yeah.
But I know there's some people in the chat that are talking about it right now and saying Tyreek Hill. That can be another option, him and
I
Tua.
can see Tyreek with the Tua connection, right?
Tua from Georgia. Joe, I'm glad you didn't rot in the 285 traffic either, man. It's treacherous out there, man. It's just, I don't know. It's just, you got to fight out there, man. It's like the old time, medieval times out there trying to get home.
Yeah, man. Traffic ain't no joke.
Yeah,
but while we talk about receivers, Ms. Drea, thank you for the donation. Truly appreciate it. So what are we still looking at? What are we looking at it for right tackle? That's a good question.
Are we still going to have over $100 million cap space next year with Drake and Pitt signing? We still should have over 100. We're still because we're projected to have close to 140. So
because
should drop right in.
This is why I think Bijan deal gets done sooner rather than later. Because if it gets done sooner, they can maneuver the cap space the way they want because the signing bonus will take up a good little bit of the contract. So it won't be just an egregious amount. So however much money they give him guaranteed on his contract and they knock that out, the base salary probably going to be much lower. But I can see that. But this is a good question. What are we looking at for right tackle?
Shoot, I ain't gonna lie to you right now. I mean, I know we're not on necessarily that position right now, but I can already tell you, as far as right tackle, the guys are Juwan Taylor, Jack
His
Nelson.
former teammate, Wanye Morris.
Yeah, and then you forget about Michael Jarrell as well.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah,
They actually,
the thing
they
about
actually,
it is Wanye, they're actually trying him more so at left tackle than right tackle.
yeah, because they see that's what I'm saying. They is, and this is a key thing. I'm glad you said that. Um, this is why Bill Callahan name keeps coming up. If they can maneuver him into the left tackle position, and depending on what Jake does, and they can skip that for 1 year in the draft and go get that wide receiver, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. But the only thing about it, man, depending on where they fall, if they can get a top tackle in next year's draft, I think that's the way they should go. Because Bill Callahan, if he's here and he's going to be the one to guide this offensive line, I would do it. Get him under one of the best coaches for his first couple of years, and see where it goes. But yeah,
O-line
I'm
player.
definitely still going tackle. And I love Jeremiah Smith. And another name I want y'all to keep an eye out for, and I told Chris this, and he laughed about it. But
Do
just
that.
don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Marvin Harrison Jr. name pops up in trade rumors.
That would
Trust
be
me.
wow. That would
Trust
be
me. Trust me. Trust me. Because he had to perform like that first round pick where he dropped top 10, right? He was like number 4 or 5. So yeah.
and I know he hasn't really had a quarterback like that, but I mean Drake has done the best that he can with pretty
There
much,
you go.
with pretty
There you
much
go.
nothing. So sometimes it's all about, are they feeding you the ball? Are you catching the ball?
It was mainly Gannon fault because it was Gannon and it was injuries. I'm gonna say injuries, throw injuries in there. But the only reason why I say this, when you are a top 10 pick
Mhm.
and you're not holding up your end of the bargain by that third year, trust me, it's gonna be some rumblings because it was some earlier before the draft that they was talking about this. But the reason why I think it could possibly happen, the team is rebuilding. They can probably get a first round pick for him and use that pick and keep building this team. And probably go get another one of him or something close to that. And we talk about Jeremiah Smith. Hey, what if they trade him and end up with Jeremiah Smith?
So you would you trade a first for Marvin Harrison? That's kind of
Depends
tough.
on where it's at. I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's in the 20s, I would definitely do it. If
And
it's in the top 15, no.
that-
If they take a high second round pick, yes, I would do it. But top 15, no. And I know he's a superior talent. And I know part of it, like you said, was quarterback play. Part of it was the way they used him. Part of it was injuries. But at the same time, yeah. If it's a second round pick, yes, I would do it. First round pick, because of what he's done on the field, stats wise, no. And I know he can put up. If you put him with a strong arm quarterback like a Penix or a guy like an accurate quarterback like Tua, he's gonna eat. He's gonna
I
eat.
I definitely would attempt. For me, I'm a definitely just because they're the Cardinals, and if they're not going anywhere, I'm definitely going to attempt a third or a second before I even offer any kind of first before for that player. But that's
And I'm
just
gonna
me.
tell you, they already making mistakes. You sign a number one running back in Tyler Algier, and then you go out and draft another running back with a top 5 pick.
They messed up before they did that. They
Okay, go ahead. Elaborate.
they signed Elijah Wilkinson. So they they
I
jumped
ain't, I ain't messing with you today.
they jumped
You,
out the
you is
pocket
not going to start this.
already flagrant. I'm just saying, bro.
I played myself right into that one. Boy, Solomon. He said I was thinking about that. Smitty Marvin Harrison Jr. could be out next year in Arizona looking for a new home. I would take a chance on him. Absolutely, Solomon. I'm telling you, at the right price on a rookie contract, and knowing that his numbers haven't warranted a big contract, and you can sign him to a 2 year deal. Oh yeah, that window opens that wide, much wider.
Nah,
So yeah, I mean, look, with
facts.
the weapons you already have, ooh, but I couldn't even, boy. That sounds like a Madden cheat team. London, Marvin Harrison Jr., Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Zachariah Branch. Ooh, boy.
Man,
Ooh, boy, I look.
hey, I'm just saying it all could You got some good young talent, at least definitely on paper, regardless.
Right.
Uh, but Smitty, it's time to talk a little Falcon wide receivers, man. To be honest, right now the Falcons looking about 10 deep if you include the undrafted free agents and guys from
Yep.
free
I'm about to
agency.
pull it up.
Yeah, man, we got like 10 guys that are vying for those positions, and of course, all 10 are not going to make it. Of course, I mean we already know who the locks are: Drake London, um, Jahan Dotson, those two guys, Zachariah Branch. And I guess you can say Olamide Zaccheaus. I don't know why I be feeling like Olamide is on the bubble for me, but Olamide is probably going to be here, and that's cool. There's no problem. I have no problem with OZ. You know what I'm saying? No, it's all love, OZ. I promise. So it's like, so I guess you can say those four guys
I'm
are
gonna
the
tell
lock.
you, bro.
Go ahead.
I see why you feel that way, but again, Matt Ryan is the president of football, so I think that's ultimately the key is saving grace. But
Mm-hmm.
I will say this:
Thank you.
if Vinny Anthony, Dylan Drummond, I don't know about Chris Black because he really has got a fair shot since he's been here.
Man,
But
got a
if
fan.
Anthony Vinny, Dylan Drummond, or Chris Blair get any kind of semblance to being a solid receiver on this roster, Olamide Zaccheaus may be out of here. And like you said, depending on how the preseason play out, they could look at one of these veterans, like I said, Brandon Cook, like you said, and Keenan Allen and those. It just all depends on how training camp go. So if it
Mhm.
goes funny, then expect them to go sign a veteran.
And we've seen that happen so many times. You be right in the middle of training camp. You have to. We've done it. Not necessarily a wide receiver, but we've brought in extra linemen and all that stuff to where they're bringing them in for competition and trying to see what's what. Even if they don't go anywhere or do anything, we still have seen us bring guys in and see what they can do. I mean, think about it. We've even brought in what's my man last year? Oh my goodness, it was one of Raheem Morris guys. We brought him. He played for the Chargers and he also played for the Rams. But we cut him pretty much in training camp because guys like Dorless were showing up, and then guys like Doris.
Where is David Seals? Where did he go?
He was with the Bucks now. He went
Oh
with Zach
Lord, he
Robinson.
went down south.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
he was down there.
yeah.
He like wide
I
receiver
pray
five
for him.
on the chart or something like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name right now. I don't
yeah, I
want to
don't know
go
why
back.
it's in my head, man. I'm thinking about every other
If
guy.
y'all know who it is, drop it in the chat.
Oh
Yeah,
my
y'all
goodness!
know who it is. Who we talking about? Played for the
Remember
Rams.
we gave him like a guarantee. He made like a guaranteed 2 mil and everything. Why is your name slipping my brain? Uh, I tell you what. See, now you're going.
Go on and look it up because I know you finna do it anyway. Go ahead. Boom said, honestly, they are not in a horrible spot because I believe that defense will carry the team, but the offense is set up for success if Tua starts. The schedule is difficult, but we will see. Absolutely. Yeah, they're not in a horrible spot. They not. Defense is supposed to carry this team because that's
Morgan
what I've
Fox.
been telling.
There we go.
Morgan
My bad.
Fox, the defensive lineman.
That
He
joke.
was a defensive lineman. Yeah,
Yeah. But like I
yeah.
said, we brought him in, but he didn't even get a chance to even make it through preseason or none of that. And you knew the writing was on the wall for him when he was playing in a preseason game. I said,
And
"Oh
with the
yeah."
with the fourth screen on the last game of the preseason. Yeah.
Hey, I was
And
nervous
guess
about
who outplayed?
AK too. I was
Guess who outplayed?
you-
There you
yeah,
go.
that's what I'm saying. And I was nervous about AK too because he was out there in third, fourth quarter. You still see AK running around, but AK was able to stay. But Morgan Fox, you know what I'm saying. So and then Simeon Burrow. So we had to let him go. I didn't really want to do that, but I don't even know if he's on an NFL team right now. So
I don't either. I think he's in the UFL though, if
something
I'm
like
not
that.
mistaken.
Sound about right.
Tay said, looking at our wide receiver room, there's a zero chance Falcons don't use Pitts as a wide receiver this year.
Oh, he's
There's
definitely.
definitely plans to line Pitts wide receiver this year, like his rookie year. And the thing about it, and I looked at the stats earlier, he lined up more in line last year than he have his whole career, and it actually worked. And the reason why it worked is because somebody knew how to draw up plays, and I guarantee you it wasn't Zach Robinson. It was probably somebody else on that coaching staff. It wasn't him.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably Raheem Morris. Who knows? Because he knows how to coach everything. But
Hey,
wherever they use Kyle Pitts, they better be effective.
not everything, but
They don't pay him
uh,
$17 million. He better be effective. Oh, they said it's Van Jefferson, the wide receiver, and that's true because he did play for the Falcons. They did cut him in the preseason. So yeah, but that was season before last.
yeah, oh
So
man.
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something too,
that was,
though.
he think he's in Pittsburgh with Arthur now. Go
Another
ahead.
guy who is a sleeper, and it's only because of that speed for me, is our guy Keelan Marin.
Yeah,
Keelan
but to me,
Marion.
yeah, I I think he'll be a special teams guy to be honest,
Yeah,
because
he
I
a
think
speed
that's what
guy.
he that's yeah he is. But I think he was best on special teams, and I think if he makes the team or the practice squad, he's going to be a call up guy on Sundays.
Right, right.
Go ahead.
I'm the way I'm looking at it again. We already know who our four guys are. I think the Falcons are going to keep at least six guys. So with that being said, you only have two positions. You're going to have shoot, man. You're going to have like six guys fighting for two or three positions, depending on how it looks. So I say seven at the max. So I'm looking at Dylan Drummond
Oh,
having a leg up. Chris Blair should have a leg up, but I'm not sure. It's just Chris Blair feels like one of those wrestlers that just falls out of favor with the back guys, and it's just like he just started losing matches. I don't know. It just he just doesn't get a fair shake. But Dylan Drummond has been somebody that has been impressing. I know definitely with the last regime, and he's still here. Him and Blair, they're still here.
and the
Uh,
and the crazy thing, Chris, he had an excellent preseason last year,
I mean, I
and
think
he
he did.
still only made the practice squad. Yeah,
Right, right. So, but that Vinny Anthony Jr., like I mean, the second, excuse me, like you had said earlier, that's interesting because they did pay him some money already, more so like guaranteed, and I
right.
actually think he's really going to get some real deal reps to try to see if he can make the team. So guys like Lamika Brockington, Keelan Marion, and even Antoine Wells Jr. You know what I'm saying? Those
UFL,
yeah,
right.
all three of those guys have an uphill battle. Dylan Drummond and Chris Blair, they're the veterans more so, and I think they're going to get extra reps still. But if I had to make a decision today, which that's what we're doing here, I'm going to say the four guys who are locks. I'm gonna say Dylan Drummond. I'm gonna go. Ooh, I'm gonna go Dylan Drummond. I'm gonna go Vinny Anthony second, and they're going to keep seven wide receivers, I think. So I'll go Chris Blair. And I think either Wells Jr. or Marion will be a part of the practice squad. But the Falcons are
Yeah,
not.
because of their special team talent. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think the Falcons keep all 10 guys. I think it's like seven, and then they may keep one or two guys on the practice squad. But I don't think they're going to keep all 10. But it wouldn't surprise me if they did because we need to figure some things out. So but in my heart of hearts, I think about eight or nine guys. Even if they keep six and then just kept three on the practice squad, I could still see eight or nine guys. So
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna keep Olamide Zacchaeus on the bubble, and I hate to say that, but I feel like one of those young guys might outperform him,
yeah,
and I'm thinking Vinny Anthony is gonna be that guy because he can line up in the slot, he can line up outside, and he's a good special teams player. And
hmm
what were they focused on this off season? If you look at what they've picked up, mainly special teams.
yeah,
Sidney Brown can play more than one position. He can play safety. He can play nickel corner, and he can play special teams.
they like
Yeah.
him in
So
that nickel position too as well. You may see him in some slot positions during training camp, and we're there. I can't wait till we get to that right there, the DBs, because that's going to be an interesting battle on who's getting the slot, who's getting the outside, because we already know AJ is going to be out there. So
right.
and we know that Jesse's going to be out there, and we know X Man is going to be out there. But Bowman, he's not ready yet. So who's going to get that position? And is it going to be somebody that's going to be able to edge out, some Mike Hughes, aka Avion Terrell? So it's going to be interesting, man, about how that training camp is going to go about.
I
But
think Chuck made a great point about that, about Avion. I
mhm.
think Avion actually does start at the nickel to start the year if he's going to get playing time. Because if you look at the veteran and Mike Hughes, even though we know he had his problems in coverage and get his head around.
Mhm.
Um, I still think his time in the league is probably going to get him to start the season as the starter. But if he falls at any point and Avion is picking it up on the slot, they'll quickly slide him to the outside and slide Mike Hughes to the inside or primarily use him as a special team guy.
Mhm.
Clark Phillips is another guy. He can play the slot as well. So that's going to be one of the most interesting positions that we're going to be able to talk about. But yeah, that slide
Don't
is going to be
hold
interesting.
Sidney Brown though, because I honestly can
Appreciate
see
you,
like
Moody. Go ahead.
my thing is even if Mike Hughes is at the slot, I mean, excuse me, he's at the outside and Avion is at the slot, I can see a rotation of time between Avion Terrell, Sidney Brown, because they do like Sidney
Yeah,
Brown. He's been getting some reps and some significant snaps. You know what I'm saying? I know we don't talk about him a lot. We don't ask about him a lot, but from things that I've been reading, Twitter, all that different stuff like that, since Sidney Brown has been packaged, he has been used, he has been deployed. So it's going to be interesting. They did trade for him, and he is a veteran. So it's like I would not be surprised if you see some rotation of times, splitting up those snaps. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
yeah. My boy Tay got a question. He said, "Quick hot take," and then boom, I see your question. That's a great point. He said, "Hot take question: Which quarterback had the smallest margin room for error? Pitts or Tua?" That's a great question. Um,
Hmm. Well, you know what? It actually is an
I'm a,
easy question to answer for me. But go ahead, Smitty.
no, go ahead. I call it probably the same thing. I'm gonna say, go ahead.
Well, I mean,
Go ahead, cause I
well for
cause
me,
it is kind of simple. But go ahead.
for me, the way that my mind is thinking, I still got a guy who is on a rookie contract, and he's shown potential. Now, it wasn't perfect, but at the end of the day, it does have potential there. Regardless, if you do have Tua start and Michael Penix is waiting behind him, I still feel like Michael Penix can be okay. Tua, this right here is a full audition for Tua Tagovailoa, and the pressure is on. Are you the guy from 2022, 2023, or are you the guy who we just recently seen now? Now, yes, the offensive line, I hear that, but there are times where it wasn't the offensive line, it was the quarterback. So
Yep,
I
making
wonder,
stupid runs, knowing he shouldn't have been running,
I
cause
mean,
that's
just
how two of those concussions came about. Go ahead.
yeah, the passing, all that stuff like that. I said, can he get it down the field? All that's different things. So it's just like, what quarterback are you getting? And it's a clear audition because you're already a veteran. You have been paid. You're trying to get yet another deal. Now, it may not even be as big as what Miami gave you, no, but he's auditioning for the Falcons and 31 other teams, technically. I feel like the pressure is more so on the veteran, actually. Because Michael Penix, yes, he has pressure too. I'm not saying Michael Penix doesn't have any pressure, but for me, when I'm looking at it, it's like Tua's here, Michael Penix is just like right under. So they're close, in my opinion, because Michael Penix has to prove some things too. If he wants to get money anywhere close to Tua, has already been paid, but it's still the veteran. You're auditioning. If you don't do well, there's a possibility that it may be this time next year, Tua could be just getting picked up because he didn't have a good season and he was looking for a certain
Right.
number, but he's not getting that certain number. Now a quarterback is the most important position on the field, so maybe it won't roll into July on the quarterback position. But who's to say that he'll get a big deal again ever if he doesn't show that
I
he's
don't
still
think he will,
capable?
regardless. I don't think he will,
But I'm just,
regardless. At the most, he'll get a 2 year deal, 1 year to
but
prove, 1 year option.
my thing is, but my thing is, even if it is a 2 year deal, depending on what you do here in Atlanta, could determine on how much is that 2 year deal.
Right. Yeah. True.
So, like, is at the end of the day, you got, I mean, yeah, he's still getting paid. I understand that. He still got a lot of money. I get it. But all quarterbacks want to continue to make money if they're playing. I mean, look at Kirk Cousins. He still went and got another guaranteed contract. So it's just like, it's just like, regardless. and like, can you be able to execute enough to secure the bag? And Tua has to secure the bag. Yeah, so and then he still got a Michael Penix Jr. who's looking to prove something, because I'm pretty sure, regardless of what people say, he hears the chirping. He hears the people, what some people say about his injuries and how he's not going to be able to hold up and all that stuff. And he wants to get out there and prove that. So you have the perfect mesh of a competition. You have a guy who hasn't had a chance that's trying to show everybody what he can do. And you got a guy who has had a chance, full starter all the way, giving the keys no matter what, and trying to show that he still is the guy that he thinks he is. So it's really interesting. You got the perfect mix.
Yeah, and that's why I'm gonna go the completely opposite direction. I'm gonna say Michael Penix got the most pressure on him. And the reason why I say Michael Penix got the most pressure on him, does he really fit what Kevin Stefanski like to do? What type of quarterback he like? I don't think so. Kevin Stefanski like accurate quarterbacks. He likes guys that have like Deshaun Watson. When he was in his prime, first couple of years in Houston, he was a top 10 quarterback. Dylan Gabriel, even though they drafted him in the 4th round, very accurate at the University of Oregon. Shedeur Sanders, 72% completion percentage at Colorado and Jackson State. So he has a particular type quarterback. And even at Washington, Michael Penix, I think his accuracy was like 60% or something like that. So they like accurate quarterback that can get the ball out quick. What is Michael Penix's biggest hurdle? His legs. He holds on to the ball too long. He doesn't use his mobility enough. He doesn't know how to move around in the pocket. Tua does. So I think Penix has the biggest pressure on him. And I will say this as well. Depending on how we're looking at the end of the season, quarterback-wise, we could see Jack Strand towards the end of the year. And the reason why I say that.
No.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, look, depending on where we are at the end of the year, if the team is falling off and we ain't got nothing to play for, you can see Jack Strand, so they'll know exactly what they need to do going into 2027 at the quarterback position. If they see any kind of semblance of a starting quarterback, out of Jack Strand, he might be the starting quarterback going 2027. Instead of drafting a high-profile quarterback, you just keep what you got. Or, like I said, you go out and sign that veteran. So I think Penix, because of his fit in this offense under this staff, I don't really think it's what even though they saying it on TV, that's PR, and I know that. But I'm telling you, he is not a Stefanski type guy. I'm just telling y'all that. And there's no knock to him. I think he's talented. I love watching him at Washington. But trust me, they got a type. Terrence Matthew said it himself. They know who they want to start at quarterback, and I already knew that. So I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. Penix has the most pressure because of how he fits in this system under these coaches. Now, don't get me wrong, Van Pelt can develop him, but there's still a type quarterback that they want. Keeping it real.
My only rebuttal about that would be what Smoking Joe Patrick said the other day. He said he actually believes, being around the team closer and more sooner and more recent than, than Terrence Mathis. He's like, I don't think they know what guy they really want. I actually think that they're really going to let the competition play out. And that also brought in the Jack Strand conversation too. So it's like, who are they really going to go with? It's almost like I wouldn't call it a perfect storm, but it is something like, okay, you got Penix, you got Tua, you got Jack Strand waiting in the rings. The only guy that you don't talk about is Trevor Siemian, because you don't really expect him to be a factor, honestly.
Nah, clipboard holder. He's a veteran voice in the locker room, to be honest.
Absolutely. And honestly, though, I'm liking Jack Strand, but honestly, let's just be honest. Unless there's time to develop. Unless there's nothing else to play for, we're not going to see Jack for real.
And that was my point. That's why I said, depending on where we are at that point in the season.
Yeah, we're not
going anywhere. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Yeah, they're going to put him out there to see what he got the last 2 games, probably. because we don't have nothing to play for.
Right, right. But yeah, man, it's gonna be very interesting on how it's gonna go. And again, we're gonna continue to talk about the quarterback situation. That's just how important it is. This isn't even a quarterback show, and the quarterback still
And
gets brought up, and
but
it's so
it's just that important. It's just that,
important.
and trust me, by the time we get to the quarterback, we would probably have heard more and more stuff going on with the quarterback position. So by the time we do that show, it's gonna be crunk.
Yeah,
Boone
because
said bringing back Austin Hooper would take pressure off the wide receiver room. Now that we have our three tight end sets, we'll be great. I mean, I can see that.
I can
And
see that.
you got to factor that in with the wide receivers. A lot of people don't because they think wide receiver and tight end is just too far apart. But trust me, they factor in because Pitts to me is a glorified wide receiver as a tight end. Just keep it real with y'all.
And they're gonna see more power slot.
Um,
Too, well, heavy personnel.
Larry busting my balls again.
Oh.
Larry said, "OG Smitty, you changed your tone on Michael Penix. I have not changed my tones at all. I still stick to what I said. He's a good quarterback. I feel like he could be a good NFL quarterback. If they can develop him, he could be the future of the Atlanta Falcons. But y'all got to remember, he still has to come back from injury. He still has to keep developing. And can you really wait for that? On a win now team, can you really wait for that? That's what I want to know. Can you?
No, I totally get it. I get what you're saying. It is July, and as of yet, he hasn't been cleared for 11 on 11s. That's really what I'm waiting on for Penix, man. If he can get cleared by a training camp for 11 on 11s, that's going to be huge for Michael Penix and huge for the competition too, because that means that he's a little bit further along than what we think, and he has a clear opportunity of really competing. Because right now, I just feel like even though he's neck
Right.
and neck, think about that. I've said it multiple times. He's still not far off from Tua, from the reportings, from the clips, and everything. Even with not being 100%. I just leave that out there because I'm just saying. So 70% of Michael Penix equals nearly 100% of Tua. That's not a good look for Tua. So I'm like,
No, it's not.
I want to see Michael Penix get approved for 11 on 11s. Give him that full opportunity to go out there and prove whether he's the better lefty or not. I just can't wait for it to happen. But at the same time, I feel you though, Smitty. I'm with you. I understand where route you're going because you're like we don't have time to necessarily wait. We need to name a starter. We need to name somebody that's going to take on the first team reps the rest of the guys can get comfortable. So it's like I
Right.
get it. I get it, man. I really get it. It's nothing against Penix and everything. Like me personally, I've said it multiple times. Penix is my preference, but at the end of the day, it's all about the logo. So whoever is my quarterback come week one, I'm like go whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. I just want to win. And I think that we
Right.
all can agree, regardless of who we like, we just want to win.
Jay Black said Tua may start, but they got film on Tua and will know how to attack him defensively. Tua may be accurate, but I believe they give Penix a chance to lose the starting job. Yeah, they're gonna give him a chance. I'm not saying they're not gonna give him a chance, but it's what his health allows. That's what I'm keep trying putting y'all here. Yeah, and like I said, man, they put him behind the 8 ball from the jump, going out and getting Kirk Cousins. Look at what they did with the quarterback that was drafted in the draft when he was drafted. All on started with him. How
Yeah.
did that make the Falcons look? How did that
Yeah.
make them look? If he
So
goes out and take his lumps, who knows? Well, I'm not gonna say that because Zach Robinson was a terrible offensive coordinator. But who knows? He would just be farther along than where he is now. That's all I'm gonna say. If he
it's
goes out
just
and take his lumps mentally
right.
and knowing the game, because I'm telling y'all, Kirk Cousins, they can say what they want to say about him. He did not help that boy learn to read coverages. He did not help him, just see the field as a whole. He didn't help him with nothing.
They
He
didn't
can
do
he
no
can
footwork.
nothing, nothing.
They didn't work with it with nothing. They just said go out there with your basic mechanics that you've already learned or go out there and be comfortable. That's be comfortable in your own skin and you let them. You don't try to critique anything or necessarily fix anything. You kind of let them do their thing. And then you let them go from there. String y'all being ugly. But yeah, man, you can go have something to go off of, but he didn't have anything to go off of, y'all. Like for real. And Michael Penix, that's
All
why
I'm
like
saying.
hard to see AVP and the rest of the guys on what they're doing now and how he's under center now, killing that narrative. I'm glad they did that immediately. They're
Yeah.
starting off on under center and all the checks and everything. Man, they're doing so much with Michael Penix with the quarterback position, period, that we just did not see. And real quick, I hate to bring up old stuff, but in that first year, because you're talking because you just brought up and talking about not starting, I'm just trying to figure out something. How in the world do you bring Michael Penix in when we're down like 38-10 in Denver, right? And you sit Kirk Cousins, right? But when Kirk Cousins was out there throwing about 1,700 picks in one game, and I'm talking about the
And
Chargers game,
the Chargers game threw 4.
he don't get benched, and Penix don't come in. That regime just did so many things just backwards for me, man. It's just
But that's what
it be
I'm
little
telling you.
things that pops up,
That's
and
what
you
I
don't.
that's
And being, go ahead, no, go ahead. Sometimes just being in the
that's why
moment,
I feel the way I feel, Chris. Just because of what you said. That's why I said they stunted his growth. After he threw them 4 picks in that game against the Chargers, he should have been benched from that point on.
bro.
They started out 6-3 and just fell off a cliff. Who does that?
Man. Listen, Kirk Cousins fell off a cliff, and regardless, I know he was injured, and we all know that now. But regardless, he still fell off a cliff, and I said it before. He knew he was gonna be old permanent bench boy, and that's what he turned into at the end of the season. It was sit stand
That's
on
what
the
he gonna be.
sideline
That's
with
what he
his
gonna be.
head held.
Vegas. I don't even know why he went down there. He
Yeah,
just in it for the money at this point. Let's keep it real.
hey
He
man,
just getting that retirement money up. Let's keep it real.
hey. At the end of the day, all I'm saying is his agent. I need him. I need I
But
need to find me an agent like that. My goodness, bro.
but Ryan
Guaranteed.
say Daniel Flick, Falcons reporter, confirmed that his knee is 100 isn't all the way 100%. The doctors
This is
haven't
true.
cleared him. He cleared it up on the bird cage too, and he told us that too, Ryan.
True.
He told us that a month ago.
That too. Yep, he has
Well,
not
I
been.
mean,
And that's what I'm
we
saying.
can rush him all we want to. I mean, it just up to Father Time. Let's just keep it real. It's up to Father Time, and it's up to how his body heals from it. Because this is his third ACL injury. Third.
Yeah. And I know it's a partial, and that honestly was a blessing because if it was a full tear, we wouldn't even be talking about this right now.
Nope.
We would definitely be saying, well, yeah, so Tua and more Tua. We wouldn't even be talking about me and PJ. So, God grace just on that. So, but
Right.
again, I've always said that I don't think the Falcons should rush Michael Penix. I don't think Michael Penix should rush Michael Penix. You know what I'm saying? I just want him to
I
be
agree.
100% fully ready to go whenever he is cleared and ready to go. So that's just what I'm hoping for. But regardless, though, family, regardless of who's our quarterback, even if it was hypothetically Jack Strand, no matter who our quarterback is, that line got to be all the way right, fam. And I'm sorry, bro. I'm still in the shadow realm about what's going to happen with that right tackle position. Yes, Ian Cunningham didn't drag his feet and went and got somebody else in Jawan Taylor, Super Bowl champion. I get it, but at the same time, that Super Bowl winning team was happy to see that guy go. That's
Yeah.
just perspective. They were happy to
Yeah.
see him. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like,
He
yeah,
he, he drew so many penalties he couldn't even hold a plate in his hand.
bro.
So yeah.
My
Yeah.
thing is, him and Elijah Wilkinson was right up there together. So
Yep.
again, regardless, it's just perspective. I'm not trying to poo poo on the man or nothing. I'm just telling what it is. You can go look this up yourself. When you look up false starts, you're going to see Elijah Wilkinson, but you're also going to see Jawan Taylor.
Hey, Boom. Boom said, honestly, I love Penix, but after 3 ACL tears, how much longer does he have? He's one hit away from being on 4th-and-1 with Cam Newton.
Come on
Thank
now,
you for the
Dick.
donation, Boom.
Yeah, out of control.
Hey, Boom, keep it real just like me, man.
That's
He
it.
know how I feel.
That's real. I wasn't expecting the 4th-and-1 at the end. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, he didn't help. He didn't help him at all, and even a lot. He didn't help him at all.
No. Penix just posted himself running and jumping on the golf course. His knee is going to be 100% by training camp. We
I
don't know
gotta
that
see
till.
this. I
I
gotta
mean, he
see
can
this.
jump. He can
Jumping.
jump all he want. He can jump all he want.
Around.
Trust me. If the doctors ain't cleared him, it's still something going on.
Gotta jump
Trust
around,
me.
man. Nah, man, we're going. No, I think honestly, I don't think he has to. I don't. I thought it was like July 15th. No, that was Kyle Pitts' extension. I thought it was like just somewhere in the middle of the month to where
That was
he's
Kyle
supposed.
Pitts.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere in the middle of the month to where he's supposed to be visiting the doctors again to just try to see the timetable and just a checkup. So, because I know he had one before mandatory mini camps and he wasn't cleared. It was just 7-on-7s. So it's going to be interesting. It's
Right.
pretty much a month and a little bit of change later on how it's going to go. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, and Solomon said the Raheem Morris coaching tree was just awful. They could not call timeouts, could not make a tough decision regarding the quarterback, and it don't get no simpler than that. And Chris brought it up before I even heard anybody in the media say it. He was trying to build a coaching tree, and he just started it off wrong. If you're gonna build a coaching tree, you better make sure your coach got more experience than they had. Just that simple. You get one guy from college, then you get another guy as a passing game coordinator who really hadn't coached. So, and even though he helped you in Los Angeles, he hadn't did nothing by himself. If he goes to college and then comes back to the NFL, that's fine. But just come straight from one team to the other with no experience, man, that's a recipe for disaster.
But also, you think about it this too, though, Smitty. I don't want to bring in somebody that can possibly tell me no.
Well, that's what makes great coaches great. You got to have somebody to push your buttons. You don't know everything. What if they see something that you don't see that can help the team win? What you gonna do then?
I'm sorry, but you can't
trust. In your way, you about to damn lose.
Come on, man. Yeah, you can't trust somebody that's just gonna always agree with everything that everybody says because they'll always get taken advantage of.
He can't jump all the way, bro. I just laugh. So I mean, tell you, I'm just saying. I don't give a damn how hard he can try. The doctor ain't clear him. He ain't 100%.
For real, he can jump all he wants.
True story. True story. I had scoliosis surgery at 14 years old. It took me almost 2 years to recover fully. I was running.
That's scoliosis. Jumping. Now.
I was running. I was jumping. And I was doing what I needed to do. But the doctor told me, you better not play a lick of football or a lick of basketball until I clear you all the way 100%. This is a life experience. So until that doctor tell him
that real.
He not ready, we can wish all we want. But it's not going no further than that. Keeping it real with you.
I got high hopes for the man, and hopefully he be all right. We'll see. So I think if Mahomes is aiming for start week 1, Penix can definitely start. Mahomes' injury was after, and his injury/surgery was worse. He tore his ACL and ALCL. That's true. That's true. I mean, I know it was his first one, but regardless, you think about it, some guys don't even fully recover after one.
Yep.
That's the only thing about injuries, and that's the thing about everybody is different. Some guys come back and, one guy can come back and he's Adrian Peterson in terms of that. And, but, you can have some guys that can tear that ACL and, they just don't recover. They just don't recover the right way. Just something with their body just doesn't do it. Then you got guys like Frank Gore. Then you got guys like Frank Gore. So it's like, man. Come on, Solomon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. But that's what you say?
Solomon said until TJ Watt hits Penix on his knee week 1, I am convinced that he's healthy. Oh, man.
You see, that's what y'all got to remember. He got to get his mind back in the game. He got to take a couple of hits on that knee to even get confidence in that knee.
He talked
about that. How many times have I said that?
We said it so many times on it. Just until you go against somebody that has pure malice on their mind when it comes to
It's
you.
more of a mental thing than it's physical. Just keep it real.
Yeah,
It's more of a mental thing than it is physical. Because you can run up and down the street. But as soon as you see a 295-pound guy coming your way trying to fall on top of you or dive at your knee, what you gonna do?
right. That's true. That's true. But Smitty, I know we about to get ready to wrap it up, but you never really just said what guys you felt like were going to make the wide receiver, the core outside of that core
Oh,
four that
that's
we
an
think.
easy one, man. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Simple and sweet. Um, I think I did say it though. I said I agree with you, but Ole Miss the kids to me is on the roster bubble. And I
Oh,
see it like this. I'm going
okay.
Drake London, Zachariah Branch, Jahan Dodson. Olamide is on the bubble. I think Vinny Anthony has a great chance of taking one of those spots. Then I'm looking at Dylan Drummond because he played pretty well in preseason last year, got some playing time last year, so I could see him making the team. But I'm like you. Chris Blair, I'm not losing confidence in him, but at the same time, are they ever going to give him a fair chance? So I'm looking at Keenan Marion possibly taking one of those spots. Why? Because I said it before, special teams. They're going to keep a couple of guys in that wide receiver room that can play special teams, whether it's returning kicks, whether it's being a gunner on special team, on punt returns or kick returns. They're going to improve their special teams, and that's the way to do it. Keep as many special team aces on the team as you can. So that's going to be my six. That's going to be my six. And Chris Blair may end up on practice squad again. And Marion may end up on the practice squad. And Antoine Wells, he's a veteran in the NFL. He played for the Bucks, and he went to the UFL. But he's a sleeper to make this team on the practice squad.
I like it. I like it. Oh, we got another one from Boom. Said now Moore's regime made mistakes, but coaches don't play on the field. The linebackers were horrible in the flats. Oh, don't tell me about it.
Boy,
AJ gets beat deep every week. The DTs couldn't stop the run, so blame the players too. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you got to blame the players. You got to.
Yeah, you can call up all the plays you want to, but the players definitely got to execute. And yes, the linebackers outside of Devon Diablo was really, wasn't good in the flats like that. I know Devon had about 7 or 8 pass breakups last year.
And what did they do, Chris? They went out and solidified that position, made sure those guys that they drafted and the guy that they brought in could cover tight ends and running backs. They went out, and that's why they made great improvement this offseason. Everything that they were, not hitting on special teams, pass coverage, run support. That's why they went out and got Deshaun Hand. You get your boy Zach Harrison back. So they
place Yada anyway. But I mean, facts. Of course, all this is still on paper. We hope that all these things are addressed. We hope.
Right.
So just being real. We hope, because think about it. We were the same fans. We were the same podcast that was right here talking about the team last year and what we thought it was going to be right and what we thought might not be right. Some of the stuff that we thought were going to be right wasn't right. I mean, I'm saying, and vice versa. So just keeping on perspective and just want to keep y'all level-headed. Let's keep it level-headed. Oh, man, y'all got Supers coming out today.
Boy, appreciate y'all. Y'all might know my birthday in a couple of days, and it is actually.
I told him we got to get some super chats, get you another computer, man.
Hey, boy, do you think Penix and Tua will play the preseason? The Raheem Morris regime did not believe in playing starters for some odd reason. Hey, Arthur Smith as well. And for some reason, I don't know what it is. Some just keep telling me that has something to do with somebody upstairs. And I'm talking about Rich McKay. I'm talking about Arthur Blank. That's what I think it is. Because anybody in their right mind know if you got a new quarterback coming in, they need to get some kind of reps to get in sync with this offense. Michael Penix played one series. And that Fugu said, that's all I need to see. What the hell is you looking at? I'm
Oh,
just saying.
boy. He wasn't looking at
So,
anything.
but to answer your question, Solomon, and I don't mean to cut you off, Chris. To answer your question, Solomon, they have to play. Now, if Penix is healthy enough to play, he needs to play. If Tua, if he's healthy, he is healthy, he will definitely play. But you will see more Trevor Siemian and Jack Strand more than Mike Penix, I think. And I told y'all from the jump, and I'm sticking to what I said. I think he opens up the season on the PUP list and missed the first 4 games. And ain't nothing wrong with that because he still needs to get healthy. Point blank, period.
I think training camp is really going to tell us a lot, y'all, to be honest. So,
Facts.
really in about a month's time or a little bit less than a month, you know what I'm saying, we will know some things because I know you got the first training camp day, which is at the very end of July, and then you got August 1st. That's, I think, the family together day and whatnot, and then you got training camp days after that. So, yeah. Man. DA says, I agree. They have
appreciate you.
The solid defense this offseason. That linebacker room will be the fastest in football and up front. I see that you said you meant fastest.
He said the best in football. Yeah.
Yeah. He said later on, he said in the chat that he meant fastest. So that's why I put it on in.
Yeah, good looking. But yeah, man. Boy, I can't wait to get to this day. This next training camp battle room because boy, this thing done got me hyped up. We went from wide receiver all the way to quarterback. Yeah, we'll be there August the 1st.
Yeah,
make sure you stop me. And you don't be surprised y'all see me sign an autograph because I actually did that a couple years ago.
I can't
autograph like I was somebody famous.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be year 2 for me, man. My second training camp ever. Last year I had a blast. I couldn't stop smiling. But man, it just
we had a blast.
Fun, man.
And y'all might see me on TV again with a plate in my hand because that's just how I do.
Never know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how it is. I know that they have to just know that it's going to be absolutely packed. Because it was a good crowd for when it was Kurt and Penix. Now there's 2 and Penix, 2 lefties. We're trying to figure some things out. It's going to be out there. We got new talent. People are going to want to see Zach Branch. People want to see, you know what I'm saying, Jay Walt Dog, you know what I'm saying, it's a year or 2. James Pierce Jr. is going to be out there. So it's like, man, it's going to be bigger than I think than last year.
Yeah. Yeah, T, I know you up in Maryland, man. Hopefully we can catch up with you while you're down here, man.
Thanks.
Yeah. But Dre, what's up, man? Go back and catch the replay of whatever part you can get to because StreamYard been StreamYarding.
Right.
Boom say he coming August the 1st. Y'all just have them cameras ready, man. That's all I got to say. Cause
he said both for chickens.
He said what?
He said I cover with both chickens and Fox Sports hats.
God damn, you tripping, dog.
Oh yeah. Jermaine, yes. Honestly, that thing been sold out for like.
That sold out the next day. It sold out the next day. The first day sold out the next day. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because if Chris hadn't told me, I probably wouldn't have been able to make it.
Bro,
I would have had to jump in with somebody.
And why I text you, I was like, bro, did you get your ticket? You better go get it now.
Yeah, because them things was flying when I looked back, I think it was about 5 o'clock the next day, they was gone.
They were gone.
August 1st date was gone. So, and y'all better get there early because me and Chris what time we got there? About 6:45, 7?
Yeah. Somewhere
y'all better get there early so y'all can get in that line, man, because boy, them lines be out the door. They be all the way down the street.
Bro, it was a guy that had been out there ever since like 2 a.m. I'm like, nah, I ain't
you talking about Mario. Yeah, Mario.
Nah, it wasn't Mario. I forgot his name. He came from out of town though.
Was the guy with the hat?
Yeah, the guy with the hat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So, but I mean, he was the first one in the line. It was crazy. It was like 2 o'clock, and then we ran into some people out there that drove from Carolina. They had literally got off work.
Hey, tell you, I'm just saying, man. I just keep it honest, man.
Yeah.
How you can jump out of the hill he won't. To that Dr. Clem, that's all it's gonna be, bro. That's all it's gonna be. But yeah, man, we got to ride on that, man, because I got to ride on that because I got to head out the house right quick. But we enjoyed y'all, man. We truly enjoyed y'all and appreciate y'all with the super chats, man. Again, I got a birthday on the 12th, so if you feeling You got an extra $5 laying around, hook your boy up.
Yeah,
Who you
and
appreciate you, my guy.
it's not my birthday or nothing like that. That's not until December. But at the same time, you just got an extra 5 laying around. You can always give it to your boy over here too. What?
Shout out to Hewitt, man. Appreciate the donation. He said I'm gonna be at the Raven games in October, sitting one row behind the end zone. Big money, Hewitt. Well, them
Hey
damn
man,
seats expensive
that's
behind
wrong.
the goal post.
Man,
Jesus
I ain't
Christ.
gonna lie to you. I'm thinking about
Ain't that
going.
wrong with treating yourself though? Ain't nothing wrong with treating yourself. But hey, if I come up on some extra change, man, I'll be at a game this year. I know I might go to a preseason game because the ticket on like $5. I just go just to kick it with my following subscribers, man, just to do that. So if I can do that, me and Chris will head out to one of them preseason games. He get the time. So
Yeah, man. I definitely need a vacation. I'm telling you, what jacked me up was having to switch cars,
boy,
man.
you been working head sun up to sundown for the last month.
Yeah, man. Get another vehicle.
Hey, Boone, don't say that, man. Don't say that, man.
No.
You sound like my boy. Let's get it. He said until he sees something, it's gonna always be that.
I think it's still some tickets out there. I'm gonna take a look because I did want to go to more than one day. I know I went to like 2
Now,
days.
if I can work things out to where I can go to more than one, I will. But I always go to at least one, and that's usually the first day.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be fun though, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Make sure you get out there.
Yeah, man.
Regardless, make sure you be safe getting out there too.
Well, yeah, man.
Don't play out there.
Oh, it's facts. Because that traffic ain't no joke. Just be safe. But yeah, man, another great show. And I appreciate y'all coming through. Even though StreamYard tried to, mess us up, we ain't gonna let the devil win. We're gonna keep doing what we do, man. Because hey, it's what we do. Chris, you know what to do, man. Tell everybody what to fire you.
A1 Forever Sports, man. Come over, like, comment, and subscribe. Be a part of the A1 family. I always want each and every one of you. And also the Hawks Digest. Catch me over there. Just dropped a video earlier today. Same for the Falcons Digest. So just, moving and shaking, doing what I do. But also catch me on Twitter, A1 Forever, Instagram, A1 Forever, the real A1 Forever on TikTok. Make sure y'all find y'all peace today. It's almost 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? A little bit after supper time for some people. Some people may be just about to eat. But make sure you find your peace because positive energy always creates elevation.
Thank you. Chicken time for me.
Yep. Just thanks each and every last one of you. As always, we are grateful and we thank you.
Facts. And again, man, like Chris said in the beginning, please keep praying for Khalil's Campbell and his family, man, because I tell y'all, man, mental illness is no joke. Y'all can go check out my thoughts on the situation. And when I heard that phone call, man, it just something hit me in my stomach, man. Things like that should not happen. And I'm gonna just say this, and I said it a little bit on the video, but God gonna bless his mom because even though she knew he was going through those kind of things, she stuck by him no matter what. And you see what happened to her. That's what moms do. They stick to you through your worst.
Mm-hmm.
And she will be blessed for that. She will be blessed for that. But yeah, it's a terrible situation. And man, terrible situation. But man, look, find me on Smitty Sports Machine right here on YouTube where y'all looking, or y'all find me on Twitter at fatboyslim_21. I'm always over there blowing that thing up. If y'all on Facebook, I started going back to Facebook just a little bit. Antoine Smitty Smith over there. You can catch me on TikTok at Smitty Sports Machine, and you can catch me on Instagram at Antoine AN2WON. But for my boy Chris, this your boy Antoine Smith. We're gonna roll on out here, man, because Chris looked like he hungry, and I got to get out and eat myself. But we gonna holler at y'all later, man.
Peace. Good seeing everybody.